Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Okay. So if I stretch at full capacity, I do in fact hit the shelves. That's good to know. Maybe I don't put anything breakable on that side of the shelf. That's good to know. I am exhausted. I will be so honest with you. I woke up at like 8 o'clock and could barely get out of bed, and then like slept fitfully for another 90 minutes. I almost canceled stream today. I was just like, I'm agonizingly tired, and I was like, I don't really want to fight a boss, but I didn't want to cancel because I canceled like 2 Fridays ago. So we're here. At what cost? Hi everyone, how's your week been? This week has felt absolutely eternal for me. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. It feels like months have passed in the span of just like 6 days. Ghost, it's rough. It is so rough. Also, can we get some love in chat, please? For Ilias, thank you so much for subscribing for 3 months. My voice, I'm still waking up. I got grumbly voice. It's been such a week. Did anyone do anything really, really fun? I want to live vicariously through people who did cool shit this week. People who weren't like stressed and sleepy this week. I'm interested in hearing from you specifically. I forget, did this happen this week? Or did it happen last week? I have no idea. My only cool thing is that Final Fantasy XIV enjoyers, I cleared Uwu. I'm now an ultimate raider. Yay! And I started learning UCOB and I don't care about it. So I think I'm free until I unlock Dragon Song's Reprise, which I care about a lot because Thornton and Nidhogg are my favorite fights in the game, and Heavensward's my favorite expansion. So that's, wow, webcam. Getting a little stuttery, aren't we? Okay, hopefully that fixes that issue. Working on Lego Lighthouse. Yo! Ilias, how long are you on vacation for? Can't get to. I fucked up my finger this week too. I've been cleaning. I've been doing a lot of cleaning out. So I piled a bunch of shit in the walkway. And I was like, this will incentivize you to organize it because you won't be able to walk through the hallway. And then about 20 minutes later, I was like, fuck, I gotta go to the kitchen though. And I tripped. I've got like this big ass fucking blue lump under my finger. I'm assuming it's like a small hematoma and will go away and is non-concerning. But we'll see. Poked computers with several sharp sticks. Impressive. Non-crab, what is the reason for your poking with the sharpened sticks? Ghost, I didn't know you were still having internet issues. Yeah, that would fucking do it. In OBS? I forget that shit doesn't update automatically. Have you noticed a big improvement since you've switched? Volleyball gym. John, why did you need x-rays? John, have you considered relaxing though? Like sleeping, being a little less active? Like resting? Not girl playing sports, not girl bossing. Like girl resting? I need to walk later. I was too sleepy to walk today. Also, I woke up and I was like, bedhead's not bad. Why ruin a good thing? So I'll walk later. Not now, but later. Kosinski is living the life that I dream of. Pears off the pear tree. If it were the holidays, I need you to know, Kosinski, I'd be making a partridge joke. Pear wine and fruit leather. Kosinski, how do you make pear wine? Because that sounds incredible. Straight up got asked. Yeah, I mean, John, I think you might though. Like, you might. Is this something? Little as a treat? Ilias, it is still so hot where I am. It is like it's unbearable. But it's gonna be unbearable until the end of October, which is nice. So it's not nice. That's my coping voice. It's like, that's nice. That's fine. It's like empty smile, no light behind my eyes. Just like, it's great. Yeah, I love to be hot and uncomfortable. Yeesh, sugar water and patience. I've never had pear wine, but I'm interested. I like meat. I like plum wine. I can't imagine the taste of pear wine is like too different from those. Save me a bottle, would you? Hey, Musty, what's going on? So, Ilias, that's me with fall, but it's the inverse. So, fall and winter are my favorite seasons, but I live in the desert. So, I get approximately like 3 weeks of fall before some like hideous abomination of a season sets in where it's like kind of a strange half-assed winter from midnight to 6 a.m. and then this weird sort of fucked up not quite summer from sunrise to sunset. It's like, oh, okay, this like hideous chimerical season that is nothing, not quite one thing, but not distinctly two. It's not good. I don't think they stock patience on the local market shelves. If they did, there'd be a run on it because I'd be buying it all. Suffice to say, why on eBay? Hey Ratha, how you doing? What's going on? I woke up and I was like, I'm not hungry, and my stomach just went. So it's like we might have to eat some peanut butter on break. Live in Michigan. See, I love Michigan weather, and people look at me like I am an insane person. It's straitjacket behavior when I say that kind of shit. But I like to be cold. I like snow. I like wind chill. I enjoy large sweaters, layers, big puffy jackets. Like, I want to be spherical in my winter fashion. Michigan gives me the opportunity to do that. The Midwest in general does, but I don't like Midwest summers. Like y'all got biting flies and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm not, huh? I don't like that so much. But fall and winter, peak, absolute peak. Love Michigan. Yeah, Michigan's got good weather. Wisconsin, good weather. That makes me want. When it comes to breakfast carbohydrates, I am a waffle or French toast enjoyer. Pancakes are fine, and I won't ever turn down pancakes, but I will never gravitate towards them either. I'm a waffle enthusiast. And there's a specific type of irony there because the smell of a waffle cooking, I don't know what it is about like the malt in it or something, but it makes Mommunist sick. So I can't ever have waffles. She's like this with waffle cones too. Like if you walk past an ice cream store and they're like cooking waffle cones, she's like, she has to like leave.
I won.
Jode, thank you so much for subscribing. Waffle superiority. You and me, we are on the same wavelength. Thank you so much. How have you been? Well, yes, Ilias, but like when it's -10 with 12 inches of snow, you stay inside. You have blankets and tea. And it's like, yeah, okay, it's unfortunate if you gotta leave somewhere that day. But I don't know. But I like snow. I really enjoyed living in the Midwest. I'd really like to make it up to the Pacific Northwest at one point, but felt like fall for 2 days and everyone was so happy. No, Artemis, that is exactly my opinion. It's like if I'm cold, I can put more things on my body. If I'm hot, there's only so much I can take off before it's a criminal offense. Right? Like there aren't laws against how much clothing I can wear. There are laws against how little clothing I can wear. So no, we had no fun actually. This was a joyless environment. I'm still waking up. I'm thinking about Messmer, but I'm still waking up. There's a part of me that's like, you should do that painting before the fight as a treat. Like wake up, get into the groove of the game. I'm thinking about it because I think we have 3. And we did one. And we have another that I'm pretty sure we can't do right now because I'm pretty sure I know exactly where to go to get it, and we don't have that visual cue. I don't think we'll get that visual cue until after we beat Mesmer and then do shit at the ceiling tree with his kindling, ? But there's another one. It's got like a big bridge in the background. And I'm like, where have we seen bridges in this game? And it's like, I don't really know. But I feel like that's probably one of the earlier paintings we got. So presumably it's going to be like at the beginning. If we're so lucky, maybe. Maybe we go on a little jaunt, a little bit of a stroll. You hate Ilias. If you hate snow, why you live in Michigan? Starting to sound like a skill issue here. It could be a good break, potentially. I guess that's true because there's really not a whole there are two. I don't necessarily want to call them objectives. We do have two potential pause point opportunities in the game. If we are reaching a point of frustration or exhaustion with the fight, we've got two people lying on the ground in different spots that we can give eyes to. We got one dude in the Shadow Keep on the floor, kind of like weeping about America. And then we have Jolan in the Cathedral of Manus Matir, who's on the ground talking about night and stars and stuff. So we might be able to do something with that. But I don't know. Born here too. Yeah, Ilias, I get you. Mommunist is in a little bit of a similar situation, and I am also an only child, so she's doing better though. I would like very much to be somewhere else by the end of the year, if possible. Yeah, but we'll see. Weird shit, strange shit happens sometimes. So we do have that, but those are our only potential opportunities for pause points. It feels like immediately after the Messmer fight. If this DLC is structured at all like base game, where have burn tree, do thing. After Messmer, we're gonna go to the ceiling tree. We're gonna remove the shadow stuff on the Bellarat tower. And then it's going to be a boss gauntlet to the end, right? Because that's what we did for base game. We burn, and then it's Radabeast. So I'm like, are you drawing parallels on purpose, Miyazaki? Or is this structurally going to be very similar? I would be disappointed if it were structurally very similar. But we all know that I've had a complicated relationship with the DLC, so I'm not really... I can't say they won't do something because that doesn't seem like a wise decision because they've been making all kinds of decisions I don't agree with here. But I've never been to Canada. I've always wanted to go, but I've never been able to make it, unfortunately. Tempting. Yeah, complicated does seem... For those of you who have been with us for a really long time, do you remember when I was streaming Majora's Mask for the first time? With like the fucked up Nintendo DS controller set. It was really fucked up. Anyway, streaming Majora's Mask was not a really fun experience. We were absolutely beset by technical difficulties, and on 2 different occasions I lost my save file. And we had to like redo like 8 to 10 hours of gameplay progress. And it was really rough. And I was not having a good time. And I would wake up and prepare to stream. And I'd just be like, I don't want to do this. And I would cancel a stream because I just didn't want to play the game. And I felt that this morning. I woke up and I was like, I'm tired. And I'm like, oh, I got the DLC. Ugh. and I straight up did not want to play it. So this might have to be the last weekend no matter what. I think I'm just kind of burnt out. I think that my relationship with the DLC has been so tumultuous that even if they were now to give me a really cool thing, I would not appreciate it as a cool thing. I would be like, well, that's fine. Everything else has been meh. That's fine. But I don't want to have just a fine gaming experience. So we're gonna see how we feel through this weekend. I can't imagine there's actually that much left. But this may be the last weekend of the DLC. No matter, just because I liked Messmer. I liked what I saw of Messmer. I liked the design. I liked the cutscenes. I'm interested in the significance of it all. But I'm still not really having an emotional attachment to anything, which to me is proof that I'm done. Yeah. I'm not willing even to say it's the DLC's fault anymore. I've reached my personal threshold. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It could be very exciting. Could do some new things. I heard a song from Metal Gear Rising a couple days ago, and I was like, that's fun. That's cool. What's this game? So we may do some Metal Gear stuff. I think we're probably going to go into Alan Wake, honestly. That's what I'm Is it Ilias? I'm feeling Alan Wake, and I'm considering Metal Gear. The only other game that I know I really want to play is The Last of Us. I'll be honest. After the DLC, I cannot play a game that makes me sad. I want to play a game where I'm like, yeah, I want to do stupid shit for fun reasons, or I want to play a really complex story that I'm going to be very engrossed in. It either needs to be high energy, flashy, no thoughts, or extreme thoughts, great gameplay, immersive world. It has to be one of those two things. I can't go into something I'm blah about. Not after this. I may legitimately stop streaming. So that's my dilemma. Is it Revengeance a different game? Flashing no thoughts, let's go Metal Gear. Because it's like, there was the original Metal Gear, and then it became Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's Rising and Revengeance. And then there's like a card game, a mobile game, question mark. Oh my god, the full title is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Okay. All right, you know what? It doesn't matter what a Revengeance is. It sounds cool, and I'd like to see it. On my knee, fucking jump shortcut, begging. Absolutely begging. So we'll see. I don't know. I need to do some brainstorming. But we'll see how we feel. I anticipate we'll probably beat Messmer today, unless the sleepy makes me so unbelievably disconnected from reality that this boss takes 2 streams. I can't imagine he will. There's a part of me that wishes he would, but I don't think that he will. And I imagine once that's done, we are in a very decisive, close to end game area. But you got Artemis. Twitch takes spam and scams very seriously. It's not even necessarily partner. It's also really easy for them. I feel like there's probably some kind of machine algorithm that just detects whether or not someone is sending certain types of links in chat accompanied with certain types of messages. Best viewers, buy followers. And they're just like, eh. Like, they don't even give you a grace period. They're just like, hey, we saw these words in your link. You're done. You're toast. It's also always really funny to me to see them in chat because it's like, do I look like I would need that kind of service? Who's your target audience? Because I don't think I fit in that, personally. Peace Walker. 5 is 2 games? Wait, so is 5 Rising Revengeance? Or is 5 a different name? What's the name for 5? Necrofaceless, I have played Metal Gears 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, worst viewers at twitch.tv/chromunist. Worst viewers. 5 is Ground Zero and Phantom Pain. Okay, all right, hang on. So is Phantom Pain the leg monologue? Is that the game with the leg guy? Yeah. Is it called Phantom Pain because he's missing his leg? Why are we here just to suffer? That's all I know. That's the only thing I know about the later Metal Gear Solid games. Phantom Pain. Interesting. Ground Zero is like a demo. Which one has quiet in it? Is that well, no, 4 is right. Phantom Pain also, which is 5. These all seem like completely different games to me. Zero's very, like, I was under the impression Quiet was 4, and then Leg Guy was a different game. This is fucked. Anyway, it's fine. We'll sort it out. Oh, 4 is Russian Taunt. Got it. Okay, this is how you have to clarify Metal Gear Solid games to me. By the memes they are known as. Okay, easy. So 1, 2, 3, Russian Taunt, Quiet. It feels like there should be one more, unless there's so many memes that a lot of them just come out of the same game, but it feels like I'm missing like a really important title somehow. So many meme, too many meme, arguably. I'm not familiar with Nanomachine's son or Standing Here, I realize. I don't know those memes. This is a very accurate statement about Metal Gear. Yeah, I'm not at all familiar with the Nanomachines. Crown and listen. I do my best. I try so hard. There are just so many games, and so many of them are really long, and some of them are hard to play, and some of them are like not on the platform I want to play them on. I'm familiar with Nanomachines, but they don't kick into meme territory until 4. Okay. Interesting. I've lapsed into thinking about Revolver Ocelot, and I feel like that's probably a sign that we should stop this conversation. Ilias, that is exactly the song. I heard this song and I was like, hey, this is kind of sick. Was it from Metal Gear Rising? What is this? And that's how I went down the Metal Gear rabbit hole, like not even an hour ago. It fucks. That song fucks, actually. Hey, what the fuck? Why is it good? Why is it so cool? Revolver Ocelot in every game. I'm just like, why is this old man causing problems? And I don't even think he knows the answer anymore. I think he's just like, well, I'm old, you see, so I'm bored. So I just think he just died. Why? Why? That's the Metal Gear Solid franchise distilled. It's me asking Revolver Ocelot why. I don't think he can say. I don't think he can answer it. I don't think anyone can answer it. Cannot wait until you play 4. Push it back, like play Metal Gear. If y'all are actually really into the idea of me playing Metal Gear, that holds weight, you see. That carries influence. That's motivating. Because I like to give the people what they want. Now, what the people don't want is Final Fantasy XIV Fridays, and that might have to happen anyway, because I've gotten so deep into the Ultimate rabbit hole, I'm neglecting MSQ. All of my friends are done with Shadowbringers. I am an Ultimate legend, but have not made any actual progress in that fucking story. So, Ape Escape? Revengeance did so much cool experimentation. I don't think so. I think I'd probably just go straight into 4, because I've played 1, 2, and 3 already. I don't feel like I really need to replay 3. I also remember 3 being really long and super hard. But it was my first sort of stealth game. I've talked about this before, how I didn't know how to tell when an enemy was dead in Metal Gear Solid 3. It was the first time I ever played like a shooter, like a combat game of any kind, let alone one that involved stealth. So I would just like, I started with the easy gun, the tranquilizer, and I would trank them and it would be fine. And then they'd wake up and I'd trank them again. And eventually I got tired of that and I was like, okay, well, maybe I should just kill them. But I couldn't tell when they were dead. Nothing has a health bar. So I'm just parking myself in front of this sleeping Russian soldier, just like knifing his corpse for like 90 seconds straight. I'm like, is he dead? I don't know. I'm just like stabbing him. There's nothing left. I'm like, is he dead? He's like, how do I know? How do I tell? If anyone had fucking seen me do that, I would have been put on a watch list. I would have been sent to an institution. I couldn't tell when they were dead. It was like, how many hits does it take? How many stabs does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Russian agent? I don't know. So I just sat there. And eventually I was like, this has to be enough. And that's how I played the game. I remember this game being so many, dozens of hours. And that's probably because I parked myself individually in front of a sleeping guy and then stabbed them for like 2 minutes straight to make sure they were dead. Because I didn't understand. I did first stealth game, first game with a gun, first game, no health bar. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed? And it's like I would get stressed out. It's hard. It's so hard because it's like if you don't kill them, then they wake up and they sound the alarm. So you can't just be like, oh, here's 2 stabs, and they get up, and then all the everything's blaring at you, and all their homies are coming to get you, and it's like, it's so stressful, and I wanted to avoid that stress. So I just desecrated corpses for like several minutes straight, because I couldn't tell. It's great. Was the first game to ever say the word bisexual. Wait a minute. Did I play Sons of Liberty? Is that the game with Vamp in it? Did they say it about Vamp? Yes. Helen! Hi! Welcome in. I'm Helen. I'm thinking this might be the last weekend of Elden Ring, and I think maybe I should play Rising. I kind of want to play Rising, or maybe Alan Wake, or maybe both of those games, just at different times. I don't know. We're talking. Yeah, that's right. He does. He says the word bisexual. Mod memo to me. I need that audio clip of David Hayter saying bisexual, and I gotta put that on the soundboard. I think that's hilarious. We need that. We need that real bad. I still have on my desktop a little screenshot of Otacon from 1 being like, it's just like my Japanese anime. Fucking, I love that pathetic loser fail son pissing himself watching anime and stuffed in a locker. It's great. Actually, his story is kind of sad if I read a little bit more into it. I don't remember it enough, so he'll just continue to be my pathetic little scientist friend. I know where to track down clean. Helen, you are a god. Basically the same thing. Yes. I can't believe Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty invented bisexuality. It's crazy. Pioneering. I mean, I guess they needed a word to describe whatever the fuck was going on between Raiden and Snake. So, anyway. Elden Ring. The number of times this is made funnier by the fact that this is not the first time audio sampling from a Metal Gear Solid game has come up between Helen and I specifically. I was talking to her a couple weeks ago, and I was like, Do you know that clip from Metal Gear Solid 3 where the old Russian dude just stands up, slaps his thighs, and says, "Legs! I'm trying to find an audio clip of that." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I have that. I was in your shoes once. I spent a long time looking for it. I just have it now." And I was like, all right, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's great. Do we ever see Raiden again? Because he wasn't in 1 and he wasn't in 3. They made his body model too curvy to waste it. Like, you have to play to find out. Yeah, I should get some Metal Gear Solid stuff on the soundboard. I'm still a big fan if we manage to avoid drowning, but I don't think that's particularly applicable to a lot of gaming scenarios I might find myself in. So, the only useful part of Congress. Huge Alan Wake fan, but you should play MGS4. Is this Steam? Is this Steamable, or do I need like a PlayStation 4? Or like an Xbox? I don't even know which Xbox version they're on now. That's how disconnected I am from whatever the fuck Windows is doing. Xbox what? Xbox, is it 1? Is it Series 1? Or is it sex? It's PS3. Oh, so I can't play this game, is what you're saying. I would have to emulate it and pray. Or get a PS3. Does anyone remember which PlayStation I was playing Bloodborne on? Because I do have one in the cabinet, but I think it's 4. You can't run. Why can't you run it? Why? Why aren't games backwards compatible? It's only PS3? Why can't you play it on the PS4? That doesn't make any sense. Let me do PS now run. Son, please do not give me another PlayStation. I don't know what to do with it. They had a wild ass architecture. Hashtag not a software engineer, but that just seems like bad design. If I made a game for a version of a system, I would want the new version of the system to be able to play all the games released for the previous version of that system. That just seems like it makes sense to me. Maybe I'm totally disconnected from reality. PS3 was a bad decision. Someone's been walking it back ever since. It ruined so much. No way! This was before consoles were basically just custom PCs. They were making all of their hardware entirely proprietary. Well, that's if it's like recently released, but it doesn't need the remaster. Remaster is for a game that's been out for a long time. But I think with logic and reason, not dollar signs. So MGS4 is still. Wait, has MGS4 been Bloodborne? Why does this keep happening? Couldn't even be. No fucking way! It's worse than. I don't think anything can be worse than Bloodborne. When he hates me specifically. Helen! Continually, personally victimized by Sony. Gatekeeping Metal Gear Solid and Bloodborne. There are 5,000 versions of The Last of Us 1. Why? Did they all cost money? Who's buying all those versions? Okay, well, moderator Al Austin, probably. Like, who else? Sony's customer service protocol is get fucked. Unbelievable. Okay, well, if I can't play 4, maybe we jump straight into 5? Or is that, like, frowned upon? Would that be considered, like, not very nice gaming manners? I should replay 3. I don't want to replay 3. I don't want to look at all the dudes I sat in front of for like 2 minutes and stabbed. I could do it. I'll see what kinds of nautical adventures we may be able to experience. Yeah, perchance we set sail and visit inlets or isles of some kind. Perchance. 5 is super, super long. Right, specifically for the hardware. Something like ensured compatibility. Get to all of those words. Like, just float. They didn't even go like in one ear and out the other. They just kind of like floated in front of me in incomprehensible shapes and then dispersed into the ether. Yeah, I'm a pure healer actually. That's a lie. I'm a verse healer. I'm pure and shield. I can do it all. I will keep you alive so sufficiently, but you only twice though. Yeah, no. If you go down a 3rd time, that's my co-healer's problem, and after that, I won't res you at all. That's fine. This is how we learn. There are lines on the ground. Anyway, it's fine. I'm not toxic. I'm a good healer. The nervous chuckle does very little to like encourage that. Can dump it entirely. It's like I'm gonna no. We won't hammer out the details here. But I am thinking about it. Keep you alive so sufficient. Literally, it's like I'm gonna pump you so full of vitality, you will wish you could be relieved of your job. You'll want that tank buster to wipe you off the face of the planet. DPS, are you tired? Yeah. Is it hard maintaining that kind of uptime? Yeah. Is your parse really getting you down? Too bad. Keep going. You're not free yet. I'm gonna drag your corpse across the finish line. There's no quitting here. Sufficient. Invite invalid. We may have needed to revoke the public invite at some point because of troll stuff, and then we may have forgotten to fix it. So mods, I'll look at that. I'll look at that later. But I'm gonna bounce us into Elden Ring. Yeah. Let's Elden Ring. Let's Elden Ring for as long as I have the energy and the mood. Because I kind of want to do some ultimates later. Because I'm sick. I'm sick in the head. I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal. Okay. Here we go. Bunk. I hit buttons, but nothing happened. There we go! Had to yell even daring to talk about stuff. Don't worry, Helen. I understand. I understand the call. All of my moderators, I feel, have like there's a thing, and if they hear that thing, they're locked in. So it's like we've got Metal Gear Solid, Alan Wake with you. With Alex, we've got like The Last of Us, and that game with the lesbians and the time travel stuff, but mainly lesbians. What's it called? No, stop. No, Life is Strange. There it is. No, it's not cheating. It's not cheating. I kind of want to find that fucking bridge. Yeah, and I understood how little that narrowed it down, because it's like any game is a game with lesbians if you want it to be, right? The Elden Ring DLC is a game with lesbians. There's at least one here. By my lord, will she ever make sense of this jumble? I miss her so much. I hope we can see her again sometime very soon. Yeah, at minimum, one lesbian. Hang on. I want to look at it. Let me see. We were doing too much damage with the bonk weapons, so we switched to the dancer build instead. But I think that may not be enough damage. Also, hang on. I need to do some audio stuff on my end. Give me just a second. Nice. Now I can hear. And let me see. Incursion. I don't remember ever seeing a bridge. Y'all, what's happening? Oh my god, are you dying to the explosion just after you go inside? Oh, they must be, because it's just getting them. Okay, well, what about this lad all the way back here? I bet they ran from the dude downstairs. I bet that's what happened there. So these are either PvP or they were relentlessly pursued by the Fire Knight downstairs. But this pile, I think they got as soon as they walked in. That's tough. That's rough. All right, give me just a second. So there's this bridge here. I want to look at it. There could be a talisman that drains your HP, but those usually don't just kill you outright. Although they certainly could, I suppose. I've never used them, so I'm not intimately familiar with the way that they function. Okay, that's a bridge, baby. But this is not painting place. It's like cragglier with like glowy stuff on it. Maybe. May I flex real quick? I don't know. Flex how? Flex in what way? No, this is all too well lit. Yeah, you can. Unless it's like gonna spoil something for me that I haven't gotten to. Yo, congratulations! Hold on, of course you can flex on that. That's incredible. How do you feel? I think this might be... maybe? Craggly, hole, and then like a tiny structure? Do we think that's our tiny structure? No, our tiny structure has a hole in it. Smack Mikolash to the cage wall. Well, so what was your strat for Mikolash? Did you get him caught in the, like, mirror loop? Where he just, like, comes out and you smack him when he falls and he goes back to the mirror and comes out and you smack him when he falls? That's my favorite way to fight that nerd. I've never personally done it, but I've seen Ghost do it many times. The timing used to be that whenever I popped into Ghost stream, she was always fighting Mikolash. And I was just like, yeah, let's go. Fuck him up. Kill him. Okay, so that might not be... but it seems... I'm just going to go down here a little bit. I'll take us back to Messmer. I'm still just waking up. Hi, Kate. How are you feeling? Also, hey, Desert God. What's going on? No, I don't think it's anything down there. Because we're looking for something on top that has a little hole in it. And all of these structures are solid. Also, congrats on getting in, Ilias. I'm glad we were able to resolve that for you. I was watching the saga unfold, and I was... obviously, I couldn't really contribute, but I'm glad that we got it figured out. Ooh. Okay. That has a hole in it. You know what? I think we might be in the right spot. Healing up but still feeling rough. No, is the worst of it over? I might need to be further down? I almost think that we need to be lower. Up dog is a great message, actually. I want to see if any of these mention something. Too high up. Okay, okay, okay. I want to go over here then. Maybe to Castle Front? Fighting him in the cage. What does that mean, though? What is the cage strat? And then I think we need to go down this way. Yes. And this might take us down to where the blood fiends are, where we might be able to get a better view of that bridgey zone. If I'm lucky. I don't think that we're lucky. Oh no, this is where they are. Okay, 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 okay. So we need one of those structures with a hole. No, this isn't right. Maybe the other side? Maybe we go to the other side and look through it. No, I don't think that's right. Okay, well, shoot. Well, I was on to something, and now I'm not. So, that's fine. The cage is the room that gets fenced off. Oh, okay. That's that like, first initial area for him then. When he's making his arm a tentacle at you. If you broke his end better. I'm so glad to hear that, Kate. When I had COVID a couple of months ago, and it knocked me on my ass. So I am glad that you are feeling a little bit of relief. I lost my sense of taste and smell, and that was the worst. This is so conspicuous. That's got the hole that we need. All right, I'm gonna have Heaven's Door. Is this the bridge in the painting? Yes or no? Because I feel like this must be. Feel like it has to be. But I don't want to bark up the entirely wrong tree. Because there isn't something here. I was thinking that maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. No, not this. I'm trying to think of like other areas where there might be bridges. Not sure anyone else may. Yeah, I legitimately don't know. I feel like it's a beginner area, personally, but unless I need to be in the river. which would really kind of suck, actually. If I had to be in the river, that would really suck. So I kind of hope that's not the case. But I'll take us down to try and get an idea. I need to go this way. Okay. Because this, I know we can't do the third one yet. But I feel like we should. That's a lot of corpse. Oh, flies. That would do. No, this is a different bridge. So this is not the same sort of topography that we are looking for. No. I feel like the DLC paintings are much trickier than base games. Yeah, whatever we were looking for, it's definitely not here. So the closest we've come is definitely the 3-path cross. And I'm gonna take our first break in a couple of minutes, and then I'll take us back to Messmer. It's definitely this structure. It has to be. That's the only thing that matches the terrain. But if we go through it, we end up too far down, I think. I'm gonna get birded. Interesting. So this isn't an attack I guard. I don't want to get birded on. I'm busy. So up the hill, hole, gold, gravestones. Maybe that isn't it. Heaven's Door, can I get an area hint for this one? Because it feels like we're really close. But maybe we're not. It feels like if we were to approach it from the other side, it would be... Am I going to get birded again? Stay hanging out behind your statue, because I don't really want to deal with you right now. All right. Fast and fancy. I might just have to look this one up. I don't know of any other bridges except... It is Gravesite Plains. Okay, that's where I am. So, what other possible place could they mean? It does feel like I'm a little too high. But going too low feels too low. I can look it up when we're on break. Yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna find it. It's Incursion. And this is where we're gonna take our break anyway. So, I'll be back in a couple of minutes when the song is over. We will grab painting, and then we'll head back to Messmer. I'm back. Okay. So it looks like
I won!
we need to go. Goose, thank you. What's 9 plus 19? But you've been subscribed for 21 months, which is even more than 9 plus 10. Let's get some love in chat for Goose, please. Thank you so much for subscribing. How has your week been? I need to go to... this one, I think? Also, does anyone know what incursion means? I feel like I do. But I would like to make sure that I'm on the right track. Yo, I still haven't seen any pictures of kittens, by the way. So, like, hello? You did? You posted them and I missed them? Hang on. This building has a hole. Okay, there's a big dragon. Any ghosts? Any ghosts in chairs? I have been a little preoccupied this week, much to my dismay. Okay, this is definitely the right spot. So where my ghost at? Hey, ghost! Good job. Is it bugged? Because I am in front of it. Unless they want me to go further back? The kittens were so tired. Oh, I can't wait to look. I have been very, 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 very scatterbrained this week. I legitimately think this might be bugged. No, I want the clarification because I'm already in the right spot. So I don't necessarily think playing like fucking Minesweeper. Wait, is that a ghost? Ghost! Okay, we found the ghost. You were hiding behind a tree. Fuck you, ghost. Serpent Crest Shield. A finely made red shield featuring an engraving of a winged serpent. And I was gonna say, we can associate that with Messmer. He's got a snake and he's got a wing. I wonder if it's the snake with a wing. Said to have been made to commemorate the beginnings of the Crusades started by Messmer, son of America. Wow, okay. So, doesn't really give us anything new, but that is the first time they've stated outright. It's like, yeah, it's America's kid. I think otherwise it's just been like strongly implied with him being like, he has really serious mommy issues, so I've got to know who his dad is. It's driving me crazy. Because it's like, I would assume that it's Radagon. But in the timeline, the Radagon kids were all born after the Godfrey and Renala kids. And I feel like Messmer is older than all of them. Who's his dad? Messmer, who is your daddy and what does he do? Literally, exactly that line. It's kind of driving me crazy. And with the red hair And the eyes in second phase that look so much like Melania's affliction in second phase. It's like, it has to be Radagon. But would that not make him an Empyrean? Because the Radagon kids were Mikkel and Melania, both of whom were Empyreans. So I feel like that would make him an Empyrean by default, which he doesn't seem to be. We need to get him on Maori. I need the results of a paternity. I have to know. It's driving me crazy. All right, what am I doing? Let's just go in and fuck around.
Messmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
Ooh! Ooh! Oh, I didn't drink my physic. Okay, we got the physic now.
The grace of God, shadow of death.
That,
In the
like,
embrace
and this attack honestly reminds me of Waterfowl with the dodge patterns. So it really does strongly feel like he has to be related to the youngest kids, but he feels like the oldest. I don't know. It's weird. 23 enemy.
Messmer, foe of my
Woo!
beloved
Woo! I
in
dodged too
vengeance for the
slowly.
flames,
That's okay.
My blade I wield.
There's the drag, which usually hits me. I'm surprised that it didn't. Ooh! Oh my god! Okay, I've got to figure out. We need to get you a back
In the
brace,
embrace
honey.
of
I can't watch you just like hunt around the battlefield like, uh-oh, crap, that's 2 deaths. I think I may have put that on the regular death count, but that's okay.
Messmer, foe of my beloved.
Woo! Woo!
Vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
Woo! 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 Ah, that's 2. Woo! I did deserve that. I'm not gonna deserve this so much, though. One, 2, 3. I'm gonna heal. Hornside does a lot of damage. Yes! Snake has a wing!
I will not suffer. A lord devoid of light.
Do they even have lords in the Shadowlands?
No, mother. Forgive me.
That's so sick. I actually really like that they found a like concrete use for this talisman. But what's in there? Oh, is this the first time we see the front of the statue? Oh my god, is she holding a baby? Is that supposed to be him?
Tarnished.
Are his snakes white now? His snakes are white
Wilt
now.
thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light?
And you got snakes in your head. Okay! Whoop! Yep. I love the way that he moves. My PC hates the way that he moves. Did he? Oh! Oh! I staggered him! I really want to know what a stagger on him looks like, actually. There's the sexy grab! Oh my god, it's sexy! Oh. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Heaven's Door. Do you get something different if he dies versus whether he stays alive during the fight? Does it matter? I feel like it doesn't, but Dark Souls 2 kind of scarred me a little bit, so... He's so twirly. He's sick!
O lifeless creature, embrace thine oblivion, as shall I.
Fantastic. I wondered. Hornset does a fuck ton of damage. Listen, Ilias, it's the first time I've been able to observe the grab without being victim to the grab. It's sexy. It's like up and then he does this like cool thing with his hand. It's cool, yeah. Yeah. I like the grabs. I like when Maria does it. I like when Messmer does. I like it. What's not to like?
Messmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flame, my blade I wield.
Oh, he's coming at me. Oh, it's so nasty. It's nasty.
In the embrace of Messmer's.
Okay, so if I'm not meant to, is it seriously like a waterfowl situation? Do I need to untarget and then go like in, out, outside or something? Hey Freya, what's going on?
Messmer, foe of my beloved
Whoop,
people,
whoop. Again, too slow. Okay, so it's
my blade I
it's interesting because it's not right away, but you can't wait too long for it either.
Road restricted to
Huh?
the channel of death. In the
I guess I
embrace
just wasn't
of
paying attention to my health at all at
Messmer's
that point. Yo, very nice. I'm hoping that I can get to do a little bit of magic this weekend with the new Bloomberg decks that have just been released. I think that would be fun.
Messmer,
All right.
foe of my beloved
In,
people,
out.
in vengeance for the flame, my blade I wield.
Woo! 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 He's quick. He's so quick. Yep, that'll
restricted
kill
the
me.
grace of God channel death.
His
In the
timing
embrace
feels
of
so
Messmer's
unique compared to a lot of the other bosses we fight. I have a really hard time gauging when his thrusts are ready. What a phrase. Messmer, why do you have to be a spear user?
My beloved.
One out.
Vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
That was the drag, man. Quit dragging on me. I missed. Whoop. That's the drag. It's like it's designed to roll catch you, and that's good design, but I don't like playing against it. What do you mean I need to learn and be better? I love just watching him move. No, I want to take it. Let me. Interesting. And here's the transition. We'll probably watch this every time just because I'm interested in it. And also it's kind of nice to have that like mid-fight break.
I will not suffer. Our Lord, devoid of light.
Do we know what else this voice performer has been in? For some reason I
Mother.
thought
Forgive me.
he sounded different at one point. Yo, your nails though. Why'd they have to make it so wet? Hey Cal, what's going on? Me taking my astigmatism lens out? Yeah.
Soon tarnished.
Are they molting? Because yeah, the snakes almost look damaged.
Wilt
Like,
thou
were they
be
burned?
taken
Is this
in
new
the
skin or
jaws
what's going on?
of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light?
Wait a minute, Cass! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, you did get me. You clipped me just barely. But is he the snake? Because I can't tell whether he's like transforming into them or like commanding illusions. Oh!
Oh, lightless creature, embrace.
Okay, so in second phase, that'll one-shot me. I was like, it's cool that we're gonna have some opportunity to heal here. And then I saw him just run right at me and I was like, uh-oh, I know what that telegraphs. He is cool. He's very cool. Under different circumstances, this might be a boss I'd want to one-shot. Or no hit.
Foe of my beloved.
Dog, I know I dodged that.
My blade I wield.
Can we not fight by the fog wall, though? It's a lot of visual chaos, though. Like, all of these attempts, and it still feels like there are moves I don't entirely... Oh, Horn Sense doing bleed. No wonder you do so much damage, my guy. I need to heal. No, I'm dead. He wanted me dead real bad. Woo! All right, no stagger, second phase. Three episodes. I am not even familiar with Heartstopper.
I will not suffer. A lord devoid of light.
It's interesting, too, because by the time this happens, like, America's toasted. And has been toasted for some time. And we got an item description. I forget what it was. But, like, the effects of the shattering were felt in this land. So he knows something is not right. Is he just, like, Golden Order pilled the same way that Morgott was? Do you hate yourself, and is that what gives you faith? Fop number 1. I just noticed that you can see his cloak undulate as, like, bigger snakes? More snakes? Question mark?
Soon tarnished.
I've got to know more about this abyssal serpent. Because it makes me think of
Wilt
Kath.
thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light?
Whoop! Oh! Oh! Oh, I'm mean! Whoop! 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 We're gonna heal up. We're gonna stay full, just in case. Can I even hurt him when he's like that? Wait, is this music like an inversion of the main title theme? Because I swear there are some bits that seem like familiar from like main title and Radagon fight. It is! You're joking. Okay, there was a wall there. That sucks. Heal? He's not gonna let me heal. Fucking hell. It's so much shit on the field.
As shall I.
It might be a little too much shit, but it is cool. So he has to be a Radagon baby. He has to be, especially if they're gonna throw in that leitmotif.
Foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
I was gonna say, I made him mad. Drag! Haha! 1, 2. Okay, so there is a third one. I thought maybe I could get behind him. Oh, if he's aggroed on me, we're toast. Yeah. That's my least favorite part about summons in fights. The unpredictability for who's holding aggro. Whose tank stance is on. Who's voking? Stop shirking onto me.
Messmer, foe of my
Hup, hup.
in vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop. Yep. He's really punishing. He doesn't want you to circle around him. He's got a ton of tricks for super, super long range or really close. I should heal. Yay! Sorry for making you guys watch this every time. But I like being able to look. I like being able to listen. Drink a little tea.
Not suffer,
Be a little loosey-goosey.
a lord devoid of life.
It's very interesting coming from you because you seem to maybe be like of the vessel for an abyssal serpent, which has been shorn of light. So you are already devoid of light. You're Morgoth pilled. You both hate yourselves.
Forgive
That
me.
makes you religious. Musty? How many have we had? This one? Midra. Dancing Lion? You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking with me. We've only had 3 cutscenes the whole day. Whatever. Can't talk about it or I'll get mad. I need the vibes to stay good. Yeah, if he weren't moaning and groaning, it would sound a lot like Mochi eating his prescription wet food. Just like a wet sort of squelching sound. But he's got a groan, which makes it... I also have to say, I need FromSoft to stop hurting its Snake Boys. It needs to do better. Justice for Snake Boys. Was that a big hunk of exposed
Wilt
muscle
thou
on your
be
thigh?
Taken in the jaws. The abyssal.
Hey Doodle, I didn't hear it until you said it, and now it's almost identical. Whoop, whoop, whoop! It's a ton of damage! Alright, I'm gonna heal. Who's holding aggro? Me, apparently. Hup, hup, hup. Okay, I was trying to jump on him, but he went snaky, so... Okay, I should be far enough away that we can safely heal. Come here. Huh. I was gonna say, I know you're gonna do something in close range. And then 2 strikes? I dodged way too soon. My dodges are awful on the 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't realize he could do that from up close. I thought he always telegraphed that with a chase. That's nuts. I didn't even see the fire in his hand. I had no recognition on that attack whatsoever. I did not realize he could do it right next to you. Hey, Gormfork, what's going on? That was rough. Who taught Messmer CQC?
Messmer, foe of my beloved
Whoop.
in vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. 1, 2, and then number 3. I'm probably gonna die here. Yep, there it is. I was like, we managed to avoid the AoE. No, we were on the very tail end of it.
Messmer's flame.
Messmer, foe of my beloved.
Dodge, dodge,
Vengeance for the
jump.
flames, my blade I wield.
Out. I dodged too soon for the drag. Always too soon for the drag. One, two, drag. Always. I always fuck it up, and they know it. That's why they put him in there like that. Oh, I backstabbed him. That's so mean. Let's go. Whoop. Whoop. Just let me jump attack you so we can phase transition. There it is. If we actually get his polearm, I might use it. It's kind of sick.
A lord devoid of light.
I want to hear him say tarnish because I think Paydoodle's onto something. I think he says it in the same inflection that Morgoth does. Which tracks. I see similarities
Mother.
between them.
Forgive me.
You have all the, somebody give him an IV. Do you think we get his, like, wrist guards? Mesmer's gonna make me, like, oil my cuticles and, like, put on my nail strengthener today. I want my claws back. Oh, and he has a chair that looks a lot like the throne. Also from Morgoth's cutscene.
Soon tarnished.
Oh yeah, they say it with the exact same amount of condescension. Yeah, buddy, you've got a big hunk of exposed, like, flesh on your thigh, like muscle and sinew and shit.
Of the abyssal serpent.
Interesting.
Shorn of light.
Interesting. First time we've ever heard of an abyssal serpent. Legally distinct from the god-devouring serpent. Whoop, whoop. Nope, no, please don't.
Lightless
Okay, just
creature,
kills me straight away.
embrace thine oblivion, as shall
I wish he would stop fucking moving after I die, because I'm trying to stare at him, and he's making it very difficult.
Messmer, foe of my beloved people. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
2. There's the 3rd. Drag! Oh! You turned! You son of a bitch! I think we're gonna die. Yep, there it is. It makes me not want to summon Horn Scent because it would be so much fucking easier if if it were just the two of us and I didn't have to play this funny game of when is he gonna turn around?
Messmer, foe of my beloved people. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
And I'm gonna die here too because I didn't get a chance to heal before he did this big fucking attack. Oh my god. All right, that's it. I'm tired of fucking around. I'm really close to just putting on the great swords and saying I'm done. Like, it was fun. Now we're just artificially inflating the death counter, trying a new build.
Messmer, fall of my beloved people. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
2, 3. Melee. Dog, you cannot be serious. Did you shoulder check me? I didn't realize he could do that attack again. I've never seen him do it twice. That was kind of sick, actually. I can't fucking catch him. Yeah, we might just have to put the long swords back on. You're joking. You can catch me out of a roll? All right. Okay.
In the embrace.
That's about enough of that. The long swords will probably be better for phase 2 when he has like some really stupid iframes between snake form and targetable form.
Messmer, foe of my beloved people. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
1, 2. It's so tight. I really do like watching him move, though. It's visually quite the treat. Not a chance, dog! Okay, so he can grab you out of a roll.
Shadow, death, in the embrace.
You're kidding. Do they just want me to sprint away from him? What the fuck is the solution to this supposed to be? Freya, it's so fucking hot when he stabs you.
Messmer,
I guarantee you can't outsprint him.
in vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
Everything in his kit is meant to be 1, 2, 3, faster than you. 1, drag. Yep, there it is. I drag. He's dragging all over me. Now I'm probably gonna die. I should probably just learn how to dodge that. But I don't really care. I have no idea how to dodge that 2-hit. Yep, there's the drag. He shouldn't be able to catch us now. We'll make some distance. Whoop. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say we're either close to either a stagger or a transition, which means if I'm lucky, we might be able to stagger in phase 2.
I will not suffer. Our Lord, devoid of light.
And we're gonna skip it this time. Well, but I like listening. Well, it's hard to say. I know what I am, and what I am is a fictional man enthusiast.
Oh, Mother, forgive me.
Real men, I sleep. Fictional men, I'm awake. Girl is totally fine. I hope that we get some descriptions on what's going on with the snake nest in his head. Because it has to be this is so Melania. Even the way his hair moves. I'd like to see them side by side. I'm sure someone has done that.
Soon tarnished.
I'd like to see their phase 2 portraits side by side. Yeah, that's definitely just like
Wilt thou be taken
a fleshless
in
part of your
jaws
leg.
of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light.
So this has to be like a new. Damn. God damn it, fucking Messmer. I swear to God, dude. Is Hornsent dead? Probably. I didn't even see that snake. Well, we might not die here since I got a healing beforehand. Yes!
America, a curse upon thee.
A curse upon thee. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I want to read what we got.
Good.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. The kindling that burned inside Messmer the Impaler, a dark thing eaten away at by a wicked serpent. Burns the sealing tree, said to be found at the old Rao ruins. Messmer, much like his younger sister, bore a vision of fire. Well, Okay, so we don't associate Melania with fire, and we don't associate Rani with fire. But we do kind of associate Melina with fire, burned and bodiless, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I legitimately forgot that she was a character in this game. Are we gonna see her at any point? Are we gonna get any lore about her? Except for maybe like what this thing is right here. Did they also forget Melina was in the game? Huh. Burns the sealing tree. Bore a vision of fire. So your kindling was dark and it was eaten away at by a snake. So that's a different thing. There's fire in you and also a snake that's eating the fire, but this is not the same thing. Okay, two distinct things. A malevolent snake writhed within Messmer, and so his very mother plucked out his eye and put in its place a seal of grace. And we got that because it looked exactly like Marika's scar/sword seal. Yet having done so, her fear compelled her to secret away her child within the realm of shadow, hidden away, keeping company with the original sin and a hatred that would not be confined. What is the original sin? What does that mean? We keep hearing people talk about it, but we don't really get any significance. I want to see what we get though. Okay. Grace point. Did I unlock this already? Yeah, I unlocked it. Okay. Are they not gonna light this up for me? Hang on. That's definitely Marika with a baby. So I'm assuming that's meant to be him. And I thought he had a chair up there, but I don't see that now. Okay. I would like to take us to... Hey, Drizar, what's going on? I think we should go to Roundtable Pizza because I want to see what we can get for this. And I've got 400,000 runes, which is great because that means that we can see if we get anything. Wow, I didn't realize I was totally out of flasks. I didn't drink my physic for that fight. Why are we modsing? It doesn't look like there's anything. And it doesn't look like there's any mischief. Why are we mods? Oh. Okay. Go look. There's nothing. Okay, it's a sanctuary. Is there like a secret path? Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. Yeah. Can I roll into this? Damn. That's just a bloodstain. Nothing. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Seek church. Likely ill-omened creature. Oh, that's his personal seal. Yeah. No snake ahead. Therefore, try joy. Don't. Oh. Well, I touched this, but I haven't used one, but I activated one. But activating one doesn't, like... That's not a reset, usually. Yeah, Kosinski, we're on the same page. You lit the bonfire. Yeah. Oh! All right, that ghost coming in of Croquet. Yeah, you've got the ugly, like, ductwork armor and Vare's mask on. You're very original. Scared the crap out of me. I was like, I'm getting ganked by a ghost. Thankfully, we are not, in fact, getting ganked by a ghost. Do you know what this kind of looks like to me? Marika's bedchamber. Just the way these curtains, like, fall. The thing we were looking for is not here. Perhaps it spawns later. It's supposed to be near the grace point. So this is the middle where we found his seal. But there's nothing else around us. And I did a perimeter lap already. Should I rest? Would that be... Why? Why is there blood just on my nose in that way? Resting is fine. Okay. I guess we'll rest. Oh, I didn't even touch it. Okay. Well, now I've touched it then. I'm assuming... Yeah, literally though, Jode, right? I'm assuming whatever I'm looking for will be obvious. I'm resting. Messmer's dark chamber. Look in for... Oh! Why is he doing the I'm so fucked up pose? Yeah, buddy. In 1.0, he would disappear. Oh, like he was here when the fight finished? Why, Hornsent, why are your legs so smooth?
We meet again, I see, comrade in arms, upon his end. Did you see Messmer's face? 'Twas sublime. A very tangle of snakes.
Yeah, in his eye
Think he
socket.
dared call us savages.
Well, you are putting
And he
people in
himself
pots,
was most
so.
base of all.
I think maybe you both suck a little bit. Like, I don't know, man. Bye, Holden. Have a good one.
To say the least, I am to you indebted, yet unquenched remains my thirst for revenge. The death of Messmer was merely the start. Now comes the piper to collect from Marika, her offspring, and all the Earth Tree's denizens, in vengeance for the flames. My blade I wield, if Miquella's redemption soothes the ache that throbs within, demanding blessed vengeance, and I wish not to be by him redeemed.
Okay. All right. I think he needs to nap and jack off and maybe have a snack. Not necessarily in that particular order, but I think he would greatly benefit from like all three of those things. So he's like, okay, cool. We killed it. Wait a minute. Didn't wasn't Lita like, yo, I think we should kill that guy. Maybe she's right. He's like, oh, that was nice. I gotta kill more people now. I gotta kill God and also demigods and also everybody that lives in the other place. And I'm like, yeah, about that. Oh, I've kind of done most of that already, actually.
If Miquella's redemption soothes the ache that throbs within, demanding blessed vengeance, and I wish not to be by him redeemed.
Okay. Alright. You're being kind of weird, dude. Whatever. We haven't talked to Lita in a while. I wonder if we should do an NPC sweep? Maybe.
If Miquella's redemptions, and
Okay. I think maybe we should do an NPC sweep. I kind of want to rest again and see if he leaves. Or, okay, he's gone. I was like, maybe he'll have more to say. But I guess he's just gone. Okay. Well, he wasn't giving us any new dialogue, so I imagine that was finished. Okay, I'm taking us to Round Table Pizza. because I hope that I can buy Messmer's clothes. And maybe he'll make a polearm user out of me. Yes. Okay. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna read these and buy them when I come back. I saw the helmet and then I saw the chest piece. Okay, we're gonna do that when I come back. I'm gonna heat up my tea. I'm gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back when the music is over. We'll be back. Bye, Artemis. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all in just a couple of minutes. Hey everyone, we are back. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the follow. Also, welcome to the community. Mods, can we get a boss command update from Messmer, please? And then that, y'all are usually on it, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's already happened. And then I'll add 31 here. So that'll be 77. Okay, let's read this shit. And then we're gonna wear this shit. Messmer's helm. Black helm of Messmer the Impaler, crowned with 2 intertwined winged serpents. Slightly enhances incantations of Messmer's flame, as well as fire knight skills. The winged snakes were Messmer's constant companions. They were there when the base serpent was sealed away behind his eye. They were there through his eternity of suffering. They will accompany him yet in his hideous new form, born when he destroyed the grace granted by his mother. They have accepted his fate as much as he. That's interesting because that makes it sound like the base serpent was not always within him. I want this. Draped with a red cloak bearing his crest embroidered on his mother. I have an idea. We're going back to his boss room. On his mother's wishes, Messmer made himself a symbol of fear, undertaking the cleansing crusade she desired. Direct thy maledictions, thine ire, and thy grief towards me alone. Interesting. Okay. We can get his sphere. A great sphere with a warped blade in the shape of undulating flame, remade by the forging arts of the realm of shadow. This weapon can be thrown by executing a strong attack, dashing strong attack, or mounted strong attack. Charge the attack to produce flame on impact. A fierce succession of attacks using a flame-coated spear tip. Oh, fuck! That's his cool AoE! Repeated inputs allow 2 follow-up attacks. The final move thrusts the spear into the ground, causing countless spears to form in the surrounding area. This is Messmer's orb. Yo, was he up pondering him orb? Summons Messmer's flame to form a giant floating orb. The orb soars toward a foe, crashes into the earth, and explodes after a brief delay. Charging enhances potency. Messmer despised his own fire. Time and time again, he hoped to rid himself of it, but ever did it burn. So he's got fire, he's got regular snakes, and he's got a base serpent. They really threw a lot into him. I do want this spear, however. Malevolent snake writhed within Messmer. This implies that the snake was always there. And then when they say that it was sealed, that makes it sound like it was put there. I don't know. Give me this. I legitimately don't know. There's... Wow, I'm pretty. We have... Might be a talisman. It could be a weapon. There's something that talks about how Radagon, like, hated his red hair. And it's... I thought there was like a connection between him and the giants, like a curse from the giants. I legitimately don't know or remember anymore. I think it might be the weapon you get from the giant boss. Yeah, I think so. Which is a whip. Maybe I never got it because I didn't think it was cool. I'm not much of a whip user, and this... Yeah. Giant's red braid. Every giant is red of hair, and Radagon was said to have despised his own red locks. Perhaps that was a curse of their kind. I don't know. So I'm not sure if it's meant to be like, oh yeah, giant curse, we're gonna give that dude Flame of the Fell God stuff. Oh, but he's also got snakes, and it's like, oh, okay. Alright. Lots of stuff going on. I'm gonna put on everything we just got, because I want to see it. Ooh. Yo, we look kind of fucking good with red hair, actually. We look really good, actually. Yeah, hang on. We can see feet, but at least we're wearing shoes. You can take the hair off. It is very striking with the hair on, actually. So we may need to keep the hair. I'm gonna assume we probably can't alter. No, not the chest piece. Okay. This looks really good. I want to see if I can make it better. It was like, maybe if we lean into the gold aspect, but then I really like this thigh sliver that we're getting. I call it sliver. That's like 16 inches of leg. We legitimately may not be able to make this any better. It's pretty good as is. We might just have to wear Messmer's set for a while. Is there any other body piece? Oh! Well, you know, no, I startled myself. So, actually, okay. So Messmer's boots, fuck, they go with everything. Is what I'm seeing. This fucked up the shading on my leg somehow, and I'm not really sure why. Oh, Gravebird armor. I'm gonna imagine that the skirt on the Gravebird set covers most of this. Let me see. No, it fucks. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. That hides all of our nice stuff. We're not gonna moog. Rajier? Little cunty? Okay. Yeah, I think we might need... Isn't this Melena's outfit? Yeah, we're just gonna wear Mesmer's set for a while. We've got a lot of really good backup options, but we just got this and I want to enjoy it. I want to savor it for a bit. He was so lanky. Why was he so lanky? Yes, okay, let's upgrade the polearm we just got.
Well, I took you found out to lay out your arms.
And let's just sort by order of acquisition. And we'll take it. We could max it if we wanted, but I'll keep it at 9. Just because. Just in case. Weapons fork, sort of light. I don't really think we need to upgrade this, but I will. Nice. And then I believe... So these are all of the spears we can use. Barbed staff spear. If we wanted to power stance, we'd be Vike, Impaler, barbed staff. Or, this is a great spear. Can we get the weapon from Romina? Is that also a great spear? I did not mean to rest here. I'm misplaying all over the place. It's a halberd. What is the difference between a great spear and a halberd? Can I power stance them? Or are they separate? What do y'all think? Ah, I actually don't have the arcane to use this, which is funny. So, hi Elisa, what's going on? How are you? It is pretty. That's what I thought, Jode. I figured. But we've got it in case... Surviving! But that's not... I want you to be thriving, girl. Okay, here's what I want to check. That's cool. Yeah, it goes from the dark chamber entrance to Messmer's dark chamber. I want to use this emote in front of this. And I want to see if anything happens. Because that's what he said in phase 2. And we have an emote for this. And we previously used it on a statue. It is weird that we're still getting the location for Specimen Storehouse, because we are, like, definitely several rooms away from the Specimen Storehouse. Like, we went outside and entered a different part of the building. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Shoot. Well, I'll give it a little bit just in case it's like a make contact sort of thing. I think maybe this doesn't do anything. Yeah, yo, who up storing these specimens right now? Yeah, I think maybe this doesn't actually do anything. I really thought I was onto something. Oh well. Okay. Messmer was cool. Messmer was very cool. A little visually cluttered, I thought, but cool. I want to find out how to get to this lad. I think we go from the chapel. Oh, I hate navigating this zone. District entrance, tree worship passage. I don't know the easiest way to get to where I want to go. My favorite boss. There hasn't really been a boss that's taken my breath away. I would say I have a couple that I enjoy for different reasons. I think Messmer was the most visually impressive. Certainly. I really enjoyed Rolana's moveset. Midra was a very striking boss. Bale with Egon. An exceptionally memorable experience. Bale without Egon, not cool. Which might be a hot take. But having seen the fight both ways, I do believe that the NPC's inclusion elevates that experience. But I haven't had anything that's really like knocked me out of my seat. I have no idea. Heaven's Door, how do I get back to this lead? And thankfully everything here is dead, so we shouldn't need to worry about getting ganked. I've heard a lot of really positive things about Bale. I think Bale is probably one of my friend's favorite bosses. This doesn't feel right. Do I need to go up the ladder? Or an elevator? Elevator, maybe? He should be in a chapel. None of this looks right. I'm trying to get back to Queeline. But I really don't think this is correct. I was gonna say, because this is what'll take us to Storehouse. This is not what's gonna take us to church. I think I can outrun them. Nice! There's a floor near the roof. I hated navigating this zone when we first came through. And I hate it now doing it again. This is, okay, this is also not correct because this is the very first place we came out from. Man, I almost want to say it's not fucking worth tracking this guy back down. Completely incomprehensible map to me. I can get there from here. Seeing that ghost just float away was really funny. Because this is probably... This is just the grace point that I just fucking came from. Okay. In general, I think that dragons highlight From's eternal struggle with balancing large bosses with camera work. And Bale wasn't a particularly egregious example of it, but it did still suffer from that, and overall I find that those weaken encounters with larger enemies. I'm just gonna take us back to the roof, and you guys can just fucking tell me where to go, because I'm never gonna find this lead. Not in a million years. We should have just done it when we found him the first time. All right, y'all. How do I get to Queeline? Dancing Lion was an abysmal boss. I did not enjoy my experience with that fight. Yeah, we just beat Messmer, so I figured we'd wear his clothes for a little while. Our trophies. Go as you would across the roof and then drop into the gap. Okay. Hup. I'm gonna assume not that gap. Oh, there is a knight up here. I really don't enjoy fighting those enemies, and I don't have a physic. Is there literally any other way to get to this guy than fighting the Fire Knight? Because I'd really rather not. I'm good. I'm just here for NPC cleanup. Yeah, I could run past until he fucking throws a bunch of fire at me, which hones in, and then I get stumbled, and then he follows up with a bunch of combos. I think maybe this is a lost cause. If they make it this hard to get back to this guy, I kind of don't care. But I know I'm gonna do it, so it's a useless complaint. Okay, we're gonna take off rolling efficiency. And we will briefly stop rune loss on death, which should at least help pad out this encounter a little bit. There's seriously no way to get here from the ground. I have to go hopping through rooftops. That's crazy. Now I get to figure out how to get back there. I'm over it already. I hate the church district. Thank you, Worthless. We just acquired it. Where's my elevator? Elevator? By my lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble? I think the DLC is troubled. I think it has high points, and I think it has low points. I liked the Messmer fight. That was positive. That was a good thing for me. Okay, we're gonna want to drink our physic before that dude can see us from far enough away to be able to start lobbing fireballs. This is the Messmer armor. Yes, we just beat him like 15 minutes ago. Whoop. You get a lot of thigh. I don't remember his thighs being so exposed in the fight because I would have shamelessly objectified him if so. And I did a lot of objectifying anyway, but like it would have been a lot more. All right, there's the guy. Don't see me. Don't see me. I think that ghost was wearing... Whoop! Radon's helmet. Okay, and this should be my hole. Okay, now it's all coming together. And then I want to get down to where that door is. I think we can just drop. Nice. Okay, the last time we came through here, it was flooded. Hello?
Queen Marika, I implore thee, bestow thy grace. Take not from me my solitary light.
Okay. So he's begging for grace. So I feel like our answer is obvious. Where are my key items? Where would these be? Because they're not consumables. Ah! Okay, here they are, here they are. Also, yes, as a reminder, this is a first-time playthrough, so please do assume that all of my questions are rhetorical unless I use the phrase Heaven's Door to indicate that I need input. Place on the item to deny them light in all its forms. No worries, you didn't know. You're good. Iris is dark and night. Deny them light. This is an iris of grace. This grants them the light of grace. As a flame. He's literally begging for light. I think we should give him one of these. We've got 2 of each kind, so I think we should give him one.
Queen Marika, take not from me my solitary light.
Grace.
Ah, Queen Marika, dearest mother, I shall silence all who would trespass upon thy peace, as decreed by the grace of gold. No soul shall thy sanctity imperil.
Oh! Fire Knight Queeline. Attacks immediately after being summoned. Spirit of a Knight granted relief by the Iris of Grace. Wields a spear-like greatsword that impales foes upon fire, keeping the taint of impurity away from fair Mother Marika. That grace was his salvation, though it was but a fleeting blessing. And having been saved, all that was left to him was to wage war. It's very interesting that his eyes glow red in this ash when I don't recall them doing that when we encountered him. And certainly I don't think that there's a great deal of summon... Oga! Attacks immediately after being summoned. Okay, so maybe that's unique to spirits that would attack immediately. Attacks immediately after being summoned. Attacks them. Yeah, okay, must be. Well, I hope it's not attacking us immediately after being summoned. Well, I don't know if they'll fuck me up. Unless that's meant to imply that they'll just attack whatever's in the area as opposed to waiting for, like, an enemy to spawn. Because if I summon Titch, she'll just follow me around and be super cool until there's stuff that needs killing. Okay. Let's do an NPC sweep. We'll start at the bottom. And we'll work our way up top. I actually don't think there's that many people to sweep. But I'll do my best nevertheless. And this will probably just kill me. We've done this a lot. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that'll give us anything new. And then our next one will be, Corn Scent Grandam. Let's do this one as well. Haha, feels really evil to be in the Horn Scent place dressed up like Messmer, but... She's not talking about dancing or cavorting?
Heaven's great and gallant sculpted keeper, I know it in my bones. Thy deed is done. A worthy deed, no doubt, to bring our foes what surely was deserved recompense. Oh, heaven hath borne witness to our plight. Thy gleaming wrath and
Unparalleled dance.
Though a trifle
A dish?
I have prepared a dish in celebration.
Is it special soup?
Please me much
Or is it the
if
same
thou
soup?
might partake until thou art
I have, like,
sated.
Gourmet scorpion stew! Let's go!
O sculpted keeper, I offer my thanks. Thou danced with passing wrath and beauty, such that rightfully avenged we would be. I have never known such joy as this.
Interesting.
Oh, great art thou by this old maid unduly pushed into facing such labors as thou didst. Has our grave resentment fettered thee with such bounty?
She's got a lot of
glory
dialogue
didst thou
here.
dance? I cannot presume thou didst not suffer. Please, I ask thee, allow thyself some rest. None of the tower would dare interfere, and if one should, I'll see to them myself.
She's so cute. Hang on, I still have like an eyelash in my eye.
Apologies.
She's
O
still going!
Visitor, but wouldst thou permit me a little rest? Mine eyes are oft apt to glaze over, the years taking their toll.
She's gonna die, huh?
Even telling dream from reality is a task increasingly beyond me.
Ren, how are you doing?
Apologies.
Okay, so I want to look at what we got. Scorpion simmered in a black soup, an exquisite dish chock full of mouth-watering scorpion claws. Boosts physical damage negation temporarily and gradually restores a great amount of HP. The thoughts and feelings of the cook melt and blend into the stew. But those who can distinguish the taste of love are few and far between. Partake, partake, until thou art sated. I'm positive if we reload this area, she's probably not gonna be here anymore. I want soup. I want soup. Aha, that was me knocking over some fucking trash. I want soup so bad. It's too hot for soup, but I want it nevertheless. She's not dead! She's napping! right. Okay. Lita, you're still here? You haven't moved in a long time.
Oh, there you are. I've made up my mind. The Hornsent is no longer a mortal danger. With his grudge against Sir Messmer settled, his blade is bent by madness. Wherever he goes, he won't last long. I needn't bother with him. Unruly emotions only lead to misfortune. All the more reason we need someone like Mikula the Kind. I know I shouldn't let myself, but I suppose it's only natural to feel the weight of one's deeds at times like these.
And what times?
There's plenty left to be done.
What time is that?
And I will see to it. Who else? I wonder. I don't enjoy casting suspicion on
She
anyone
still
I
wants to
call friend,
kill!
but it's a small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. We must eradicate all doubt.
I feel like if I keep talking to her, she's gonna be like, I've got a new person to kill. I'm just gonna be like, all right.
Who else? I don't
Okay,
enjoy, but
thankfully,
it's a
she's wondering. She's not sure. It's hard for her to make up her mind.
Who else? I wonder. I don't enjoy casting suspicion on anyone I've called a comrade, but it's a small sacrifice.
Okay, I didn't hear my heart. Let's rest. She is still here. Hello?
Ah, there you are. I'm afraid Sir Ansbach will have to be next. He insists that he's nothing but a worn-down, over-the-hill soldier. But in his day, he was the feared commander of the pure-blood knights, who cleaved open Mikula the Kind with his blood blade. He claims he hasn't the spirit to take up his sword again, but I doubt it'll be very long before he recalls, as I have, the cascading sheets of blood. I'm afraid he cannot be left to fester.
Interesting.
I've come to a realization. There's ample evidence. Without kindly Mikula's influence, I'm quite mistrustful of others.
You think?
I've come to a there's ample evidence. I'm quite mistrustful of others.
Okay, so at some point she's probably gonna try to fucking kill me then, huh? Yeah? No, man, I hope not. That would be really disappointing. Although, media, you know, this DLC has not quite measured up to some of the other FromSoft X-Packs. So who can say what will happen? So that's later. Jolan is here. Is that literally everyone? I think that, I mean, I don't even know where Ansbach is anymore. Like, he's not even on the map. So, good luck with that, I guess, Leda.
The night is ever dark. I need the stars. Give me light.
Okay, she straight up asks for light, which to me would imply Iris of Grace. The light of grace as a fleeting blessing. Whereas this is an iris that is as dark as night, placed on the eye of another to deny them light in all its forms. But she's assy. It's weird because Sword Hand of Night, Jolan, I would be like, okay, we should probably give you occultation. But she's straight up asking for light, so it's like, maybe we give you grace? Hey, Fruit Fox, what's going on? Whew, I don't know.
The night is ever dark. I need the star.
Let there be armament. Edge Lord, fuck off. Well, it's weird because this is like the Iris of Grace granted him relief. The grace was his salvation, though it was but a fleeting blessing. Having been saved, all that was left to him was to wage war. Which makes it sound that, like, he's been saved but only in half. It's like a half measure. But I actually like Jolan. So if there's, like, a quote-unquote wrong option, I don't want to give that to her. Wow, hey, I just realized that, like, the tip of my spear glows. Man, we're sick. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop looking at my legs. And I don't think the game wants me to. I might come back to her. Yeah, I might let her hang out for a little bit. Because I don't think she's gonna go anywhere. And it's 3 o'clock. I just want to make sure if we reset this, she doesn't have more to say.
I've come to realize
Nope, it's the same.
I'm quite mistrustful.
Okay. I think we're good to go
I'm
behind the tree then. Or behind the church to the tree, rather. I did not mean to do that. That was really cool. Repeated inputs, 2 follow-up attack. Unbelievably flashy. That was so cool. What do we need? The resummon with flame. There are a lot of really small animations that make this super cool. The resummon, yeah, no, that's dope as hell. All right, that was sick. That was awesome. I'm gonna rest just so we get some resources back. And then I'm gonna take us up here. Examine the ceiling tree. Okay. Heaven's Door. Yes or no? Does this lead to a cutscene my character model is visible in? Yes or no? Bye, Drazar. Go to sleep. Yes. Okay. Then I'm going to do a quick fit check. It doesn't feel super right to cosplay Messmer for this, so we'll just do a little fit check real fast. And maybe we'll do... I can't help that I actually really like this. What else we got? No. Like, these boots just kind of rule. They're just kind of awesome. Graper does look really good. Just in case we wanted to wear some rags, that's an option available to us. I think... it might have to be Fire Knight. Actually, it's just sick. It's just cool. Yeah, why not? And I can even put on some extra bling up top with the aristocrat headband. Nice. So let's see where this goes. I'm assuming that, like, this is gonna undo the shadow or whatever. Burn the ceiling tree. Well, I'm not super keen on it, but I do think that I have to, so... What is this? Did the sky get brighter as well? Where am I going? Where did we go? Okay, so those are the ruins of Rao. The sky looks significantly brighter. You don't have the right... Okay, before I move... too far into this, in near Aleem... I can't leave? But I wanted to see what was going on at this door. Okay, so there's... oh, okay. I'm gonna assume that he's seen me. Yeah, Fargo, we've got to cool it with the unsolicited answers. I drew... oh, wow, we do not really do a lot of damage. Maybe we should try power stancing? Yeah! We might need to try power stancing. Ha! That was hilarious! Stop throwing rocks at me! Alright, we don't hurt this guy. I don't know why I thought fighting on stairs would be a good idea. It never is. Okay. Lake house. What do we think this is a statue of? Is it Snaky? These look like tiny Divine Beast dancing lions. And this would be connected to Bellarat, so... Okay. I'm going this way. I'm taking the bird stairs. Okay, there's a grace point here already. None of those figures look familiar to me. What if I go this way? Oh, nice. Okay. So we can only go one way. Sure. What is this? Okay. We still can't travel, but is this a door I can open? No. That's an elevator, and then I can go up? And I think we can also go out. Okay, that's it. I'm resting. Yeah, okay. I want to go over here. This is what I want to see. So we will go back there later. I love seeing my legs. Makes me so happy. Mochi, why do you meow wow wow? Come here. I might need to check on him. That was a wow of great size and emotion. Honey! Come here. You can't just scream in the hallway. Come here. Mochi. Hey. He looks so bothered. Mochi. He won't come in. He's just staring at me. Come here. Come here. I think Mochi might need some attention. Come here. I'm going to trick him into getting close by putting my hand under the blanket, and then I'm going to snatch him. Just kidding. He's lost all interest. You're a stinker. What's the matter? Like, he can hang out, but I don't want to hear him meow wow wowing. Thank you for your patience with the cat interruption. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so it does lead to the same place. This reminds me of the stairs in Fair Missoula, the really long stairs past the dragon guy. O tower of ours hidden in shadow, O lofty spiral piercing the heavens, lead him safely unto greater godhood, and in divinity grant our salvation. Can I go in here? This might be the elevator that I saw in the same room as the grace point we just activated. Oh. Well, maybe not, because it looks like this goes up. Yeah, Entrots, it's like, I see what this is a reference to. Well, it might still connect. Maybe. Anir Elim. This is a full version. No, this is totally different. What is this meant to be? Two figures wrapped in horns? But it is the same grace point. Okay. In that case... In that case, let's take a break here. And I think we should go up and then out. Yes. We'll pause here. We'll continue streaming when we come back. I need to check in on Mochi to see why he's wow-wow-wowing. And we'll be back when the music is done. Okay. Thanks for your patience, everybody. I was consoling Mochi, who had been left alone, ignored, and abandoned while I played video games, and was howling because he was sad. Yeah, he was left alone for too long, and it made him miserable. So, behold one boy. He lives a good life. Don't listen to his lies. He receives many attention all the time. He says that is not the case, but he weaves a detailed web of deceit. Oh, thank you for kisses. All right, we'll put him back down. I interrupted him washing his belly, so... He's never gotten attention once in his life. He's never been fed. Can you imagine? He doesn't even know what food is. He'd love to taste it one day. He's never been fed. Let's go up. We can actually go out this way? This looks very bedchambery to me. It also kind of looks like the thing on the tree. Okay, maybe we do outside first then. I'm trying to do this as linearly as possible, but I don't know how successful we're gonna end up being. Don't give up. Let's try power stancing spears. See if that gives us a bit more damage. Certainly feels like we should be doing more damage than this, but... Are there enemies here? Well, that's an Inquisitor. Yeah, very cheeky. So power stance is better. As it always seems to be. Necessary item ahead. Oh. Do we think I can fall down there? Probably. I'm not sure if we want to do that right now, but... It's tough. This is going to be really hard to navigate. Oh, large boy. There's a large boy. I don't really want to do large boy stuff, so we'll fall. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ah! We got flied. It's really, it feels like it should do more damage, but it is cool. Okay, so we can go back up the branches. There's an item over there, and I think I should have it. Mushrooms. I wonder why there are flies here, because weren't these people that were transformed by some kind of infection? I really like this attack. This is a very sick move. Big man saw us. Oh no. Big man wants a piece. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. Hey! We're sick! We're nice! Alright, okay. Oh, I didn't even see this guy here. So this, yeah, so this, we would have come out from this way. I'd like to know more about the spiral, incantation of the spiral, spiral towards the heavens, blah, 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 blah. We missed! 2 of them are still alive. I'm not really sure how to get to that guy, so I might have to wait, or maybe we go around, because it does look like there are stairs up here. Wow, okay, so that goes forever. Oh! We almost jumped off. That would have been awful. That would have been terrible. Help me. Required ahead. Time for friendship. Therefore, praise the message. I'm for offer healing. Oh, you're just gonna ask for it? All right. Lightning. I'm gonna see if this tree goes anywhere cool. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, here's an item though. Cool. All right, sick. This reminds me of Landell. It's like the oh, this is new. Spira. Superior sorcery of the Tower Priests, wielded as an incantation of the spiral. Wrap one's arms together and hold them up to the heavens to summon a spiral of light that erupts at the enemy's feet. Column of light persists for as long as the button is pressed. The spiral is a normalized crucible current that one day will form a column that stretches to the gods. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what kind of vibes they give me. And this we have, in fact, done. Okay. So we're good to go back up the stairs. I do like the background music here. The game's done a great job on its sound design. Uh-oh. Oh! Divine Beast? I would really like to drink a fizz. I fucking hate these guys. Did I drink it? Did I get it? Or did I lose my stuff? But did I drink the physic? Yay! Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. It's 3:30. I have not eaten in almost 24 hours. And I think I'm kind of hungry. Is there a grace point shortly after the Divine Beast Swordsman? Heaven's Door, yes or no? Because if there is, it makes sense to kill him and then rest at the next point and call it there. But if there isn't one nearby, it makes sense to just call it now, I think. I actually might be able to level up pretty soon. Yeah. And if we put some stuff into Arcane, we might be able to use Romina's. What's the scaling on Mesmer's? Because it does feel like our basic hits should do more damage. Unless I'm just super used to... Dex! That's so surprising, but it's only a B scaling. And I guess, yeah, it's not picking anything from strength, and we don't really have a lot of faith, so that would probably do it. Because we could just kill him now. Shortly after. That's what I wondered. Okay. We'll see if it's an easy walk back. But also, that encounter seems like it's going to be a motherfucker, so... I guess it'll depend on how many of these dudes we can just run away from. We did a good job of running away. No. Everyone except this guy. So, and the physic is still active. Bye, Entrots. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, so we're gonna miss a lot. This'll hit us. Fucking hell, you held that for like 3 seconds! I cannot fucking believe how much space this dude commands. But I've always hated these warrior designs. The ones with one great sword are so much worse than the ones with 2 straight swords. Divine Beast Helm. Okay. Was not as bad as I expected to be. Probably could have been a lot worse. Dragon Bolt Grease. A helm of tangled horn attached to a Divine Beast mask, allowing the wearer to invoke divinity. Worn by Divine Beast warriors, the chosen of the Horned Warriors. Divine invocation heightens intensity of the storm, alongside strength and dexterity. Reduces the restorative effect of drink. I don't know what that means. Do they mean storm, like, storm veil stuff? Do they mean anything having to do with what would be like a weather condition, which would be like wind? Or lightning, which we would otherwise ordinarily associate with dragons? Huh? Hey! Hey! Stop that! Wow, we've never seen an enemy look like that before. Okay, my physic is still active. How did I miss? That's okay. He missed also. That's interesting. We still haven't been able to get back around where that guy was. That enemy. I guess we'll just like put something there. Yeah. Can I open this? I can't just let him live. This is not what I was expecting to find here. I abandon here all my fears. I was gonna say, because this was first rise. I thought this might be second rise. It's spiral rise. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since the big guy's dead, I want to see... Alright. Well, I want to see if there's a way for us to get to that one enemy that seems to be separated from everything else. And if there is, yeah, this exactly. We got a rune arc. Ah! Okay, he can't get up here. That was really scary, though, when I thought that he could. Okay. And this is just the tree. Okay. So, that's everything. I guess this is the best place to call it. The spear is very fun and sick, and Messmer's gear is also very beautiful. I abandon here all my fears. Okay. This will be where we... Yeah, I need to eat, and it's also nearing 4. Oh, I can upgrade my realm blessing. Oh, not my realm blessing, just my ash blessing. This should be where we call it. We'll go up the stairs. I imagine there's probably like another 2 floors or so. At least, at minimum. This will be where we call it, and we will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. noon Pacific to continue our exploration of Anir Elim. Yes. Let me see if there's anybody online that we might be able to raid. Nothing stands out as safe. Lots of people playing Elden Ring. I can't raid Elden Ring yet. So this will just be where we call it. I will see you all on Discord. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will resume gaming tomorrow at the usual time. Okay? I hope you have a fantastic Friday night. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.